What is good, everyone, and welcome back to another video. This is going to be a fun one. Today we will be ranking the top 5 SMG players heading into the COD World Championship, and I want to see in the comments your guys' top 5 to see if we have about the same or you have different ones. I would love to see it. Coming in at number 5 is going to be the one and only Scump. He had a really good season from Major 1 up until about like right now to like stage 4 qualifiers, but I'm sure it's been really tough dealing with the roster change, getting a player in, taking a player out, now a player coming back, and having to like catch up on all that missed time. Especially it affects everyone on the team because like it is a new player. You have to get back to like the same type of play style. But Seth, he's always been known to really turn up at champs, and he's been popping off all season long, so he's been playing well off season, and he usually does better at champs. So I'm expecting a really big performance out of him. If him and Shotzzy can be on point and on sync, I can see this team making a very far run. Like I said, I'm expecting big things out of Seth. I mean, overall throughout the season, he's a 1.02 KD, 1.01 in hardpoint, 1.05 in control. So in respawns, he's dominant. In S&D, it needs a little bit of work, but that just really comes down to like teamwork and the team plays, and that might just be how he's forced to play with that team to like kind of can't make the plays that he wants to make. But you got to do what's better for the team. You got to sacrifice. But in respawn, he's lights out. So I'm expecting really big things out of Seth at champs. And this is going to be a little weird, but also coming in at number 5 is going to be the one and only Abezy, the entry SMG for FaZe. He plays an extremely hard role, trying to open up the map for his teammates, be the first one into the hard point, and always like just baiting for his teammates. So Tyler, he does have a negative KD across all game modes, but that's not that bad. He does a lot of damage, a lot of damage, and it opens things up. Without a player like him on your team, it's going to be hard to consistently win, and that's what FaZe has done. They've consistently won this year. Yes, they have not got a championship, but they got second, and now third. Which is extremely impressive, especially in Vanguard. But this team's standard is so high, and everyone has such high standards for them, that them not winning is a failure, and everyone makes fun of them for not winning if they're getting second. But they will be going to COD champs at where they won last year, the USC Galen Center. So they can maybe cook up some magic again, but this is usually when Tyler turns up. He always plays really good throughout the season, and champs, he always turns up as well. So I'm expecting FaZe to really lock down and go into another level for COD champs. I'm sure they want to go back to back, and they want to get that first event win. I'm sure they have so much motivation to do that because the whole community is just on their ass. They're roasting them about not winning yet. So I think this team's really going to lock it down, and Tyler and the team are going to pop off. At number 4, we are going to have Shotzzy. Let's just take a look at his stats real quick throughout the season, comparing it to his team. He has the highest kills per minute on his team in hardpoint, highest kills per round on his team in S&D, highest kills per round or per 10 minutes in control. Then you look at his first bloods in S&D, 17.7%. So what that tells me is he is the playmaker for this team. He gets the most kills in respawn, and he opens the map up in S&D. And I'm pretty sure Optic's S&D has actually been really solid recently. I think their current struggles have been in some respawn modes. I know Bokeh Hardpoint is a big one that a lot of the community and people are talking about. Why did they keep playing this map? Why did they keep playing this map? So if they can really just lock down their hard points and start winning at least one a series, they're going to be a really dangerous team because their S&D is on point. But Shotzzy is playing at such a high level. He was an MVP candidate throughout the whole season. I think it's kind of fallen off a little bit, but you can argue he's been a top 2, top 3 SMG throughout this whole season. And he's just so good. And the role he plays for this team is so difficult. They rely on him so much. It feels like he's really open up the map for them and take those routes and flip spawns or entry to break a hill. So he is just playing at such a high level, and I'm expecting greatness from him and his team at champs. Like I said earlier about Seth, he turns up at champs, so I'm expecting the 2 SMG duos to really step it up together, and that's going to push him further in the tournament. But if you even go to his individual stats, positive KD and all the modes, like I said, and he's doing really good damage as well. It's not like he's just out of the play taking routes or doing something else. He's doing really good damage across all game modes. So he's making plays, doing damage, getting first bloods. It's kind of like the perfect player. And I'm not going to lie to you, this is going to be a weird one. I did not expect to double up like this, but after looking at New York's SMG statistics and how they play and the impact they make for their team in the game, I'm going to have to put Hydra and Kismet at the 3rd spot together. Because if you go 25.5 kills per 10 minutes, 25.7, so Kismet's ahead of him a little bit. Hydra, the least hill time by far in his team, but that's okay because there's going to be times where you need to be a roaming slayer or getting spawns. Kismet, 87.7. So he soaks the hill time for his team. SND, if you go there, kills per round, 0.72, 0.71. They're pretty much tied. First Blood's the biggest thing. 15.0, 15.3. These guys are literally in sync so well as an SMG duo. I think that's why they're finding so much success recently, even online at the Pro-Am and at Major 4 with the run they made. You go to Control, it's the same thing. 20.9 kills, 20.1, the highest on their team. Both positive KDs, engagements per minute, 39.3, exact same ones. So Kismet and Hydra are just playing so, they just complement each other so well. They're playing so well together. And then if you look at like Paco's stats throughout the year, he just has crazy stats for being an SMG player. He is like the slayer for his team. So it pretty much is his job to just kind of get 2 pieces, get 3 pieces, rotate sometimes, and then just control the map. But overall, positive KD across all game modes, lots of damage being done across all game modes. So he's just been playing at a crazy level throughout the whole season, even when they had their struggles, and then now when they're playing really well, they're thriving. All the players on the team are playing really well. He's still putting up those bringing that same, he's bringing out the dog in him still, because it can be tough when you're not doing too well and then you make a switch up and you might not start playing as good, or you might play better, and he's been playing better ever since they made the switch up. So I gotta put Hydra and Kismet tied at number 3. Now we're getting to the fun parts. At number 2 is gonna be the one and only FaZe Simp. I mean, I think the whole community knows just how good he is. At every game he's been pro at, he's been one of the best, if not the best player in the game. There's arguments for him to be the best player in every game he's been a pro at. So it's pretty crazy the level he's playing at. Of course, like we talked about earlier, FaZe, they haven't won an event yet. They got second, third. So they have the highest placing. They're going into champs where they won it last year. I wonder if he's gonna bring some extra motivation out or anything. But his stats, he has the highest kills per minute, or the second highest kills per minute on his team. Then he has the highest kills per round in SND, and the second highest in Control right now. And one of the things I will say about Simp is he never really gets caught off guard. Like, you very rarely get free kills on him. He's always ready for you and always just like knowing where you're gonna come from. So that's one of the things that like separates him from other players. Like, you might just catch someone not looking, you shoot him in the side and get a freebie, but when you see him, he's at least gonna get like a bullet or 2 off on you. Even if you might catch him slightly off guard, he's just always, it just seems like he's always ready for what's next. But in Vanguard, you do melt people very, very fast. So it is kind of hard from time to time to always be ready in this game. And he does it really, really well. So that's why I got him at number 2. And he's what? He already won, 2 rings so far. He's only 21. He's already won 2 rings. If he wins another ring, this is just going to be crazy. But FaZe, they were my pick to win the Call of Duty World Championship, because I'm going with a team that hasn't won so far this year. I think they're the best team that could do it, that could actually win out of all the teams that haven't won yet. So I think FaZe is going to lock it down, and they go to champs, and they're going to win it. And there's going to be Simp 3 rings, but we'll have to see. It's going to be a crazy weekend, so I'm going to have to watch it just like you guys are, and we're going to have to wait and find out who's going to win. At number 1, the Australian AG or Pred. He's been crazy. He's literally been insane this season, and at this moment in time, he is playing so well. I mean, let's just take a look through his stats just to see it. Kills per 10 minutes, 27.3, by far the most on his team. In kills per round, 7.74, most on his team. Kills per 10 minutes, 21.2, most on his team. And then there was actually interview that Sib did yesterday that I saw, and he was always like, I always want to like push my teammates to be better, and it's kind of like a friendly competition between them. He's always like, I feel like I'm frying, but I look at the scoreboard and I see Pred right there with me, just as many kills. So I mean, their stats are close, but Pred is just number 1 in everything. Let's go more in depth with his stats. And like even in the losses, like they lost to Boston out of 1.34, 1.09 versus ATL, 1.3 versus 1.08 versus New York, 1.14 versus Boston, while doing so much damage. He doesn't get hill time, but that's why he has accuracy. Lamar always tells him, I don't want you to touch the hill ever. Your job is just to run around and kill. And he does that so well. And the level he's playing at right now and the impact he's making on the game for his team, I think he's the best SMG at the moment. at the moment. And if Seattle can put it together, they can make a deep run. I have them getting second because they always go last last really good. So I think they're gonna make it. I think they made a really top 3 run in COD champs, but they are going to need Pred to keep doing his thing, Sib to keep doing his thing, Mac to pop off, and then Lamar to just keep leading the troops, ice up an SND, and then have a couple dominant respawn maps here and there. But Pred, he is still super young, first world championship, and it's crazy. If you think about all the teams that have won so far, every team has won. Only one team has won. I can't speak right now. There's been a different winner at every event. So whoever wins COD champs out of all the winners is gonna like take it all. They're gonna be the most successful team in this game. So if Seattle wins, they'll be the most successful team. If LAT wins, they'll be the most successful team. If FaZe wins, I mean, they probably be, because they won the ring and everyone else only won a major, which is not a whole world championship. So that weekend is going to be crazy. I legit don't even know who's going to win. Like, I can make my prediction, but it's probably going to be, there's going to be so many upsets, so many crazy things that happen. But if you guys did enjoy this video and you guys liked the list, let me know in the comments down below. I know it got a little weird. I had to keep adding 2 people, but it's just so close. Like this competition, this level of competition, it's so close right now, and that's why champs are gonna be such a good time. It's gonna be so entertaining and so many intense matches. But thank you guys all for watching. I will see you guys in the next video, and as always, my name's Attach, and I'm out. Peace.